Colony and Bastrop and more, and we'll mention the more in just a little bit. And we're very happy to welcome back Johnny Chops, a.k.a. John Richardson, who you may know from almost 20 years with the Randy Rogers Band playing bass, but he's put out a couple of great records of his own and a cool new song that I'm sure we'll hear tonight that just played this past Saturday. And he brought a ringer with him. David Abeda playing guitar along with Johnny Chops. Great to have you back, David. So,
thank you.
Let's get rolling, boys. Live on Sun Radio, Johnny Chops.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming out. Not being afraid of the rain. We'll start out with a tune by one of my favorite bass players. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. I don't want you to be true. I just want to make love to you. I don't want you to wash my clothes. I don't want you to keep my home. I don't want you 'cause I'm sad and blue. I just want to make love to you, love to you, love to you. I can see by the way that you switch and walk. No, by the way that you, baby, talk. Tell by the way that you treat your man. I wanna love you, baby, it's a crying shame. I don't want you to bake my bread. I don't want you to make my bed. I don't want you for your money too. I just wanna tell me about it. I can see by the way that you switch and walk. No, by the way that you, baby, talk. Tell by the way that you treat your man. I wanna love you, baby, it's a crying shame. I don't want you to bake my bread. I don't want you to make my bed. I don't want you full time sad and blue. I just wanna make love to you, love to you, love to you, love to you. All right. How is everybody? Doing all right? Man, it's good to be back out at a show again, I gotta tell you.
My mama brought groceries.
All right. Just the important stuff. So I'm gonna do one that I wrote a very, very long time ago and kind of pay tribute to the guys that helped me get started as a songwriter. Started playing bass with the Randy Rogers Band about 20 years ago, and the guys were nice enough to include this song on a record that we made a long time ago. It's called 10 Miles Deep. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. Hand me up my shotgun mag and babe. The devil's come to take this boy away. I've been spotted on the run, but I'll be waiting when they come. Hand me up my shotgun mag and babe. I was born a poor man's only son. It ain't my fault I grew up on the run. Did my time as a working man, faking bloodstains on my hands. I was born a poor man's only son. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. Brother, when you lay me down, down beneath the cold hard ground, you better put me 10 miles deep. Tell me about it. By my hand at night, Lordy, I can't seem to do no right. My hometown know my name, killed a man and I won my fame. I keep my pistol by my hand at night. Well, when I'm dead, just put me 10 miles deep. When Jesus comes, he won't disturb my sleep. I knew it when they shot me down, felt the flames from underground. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. When I'm dead, put me 10 miles deep. Brother, when you lay me down, down beneath the cold hard ground, you better put me 10 miles deep. Said, brother, when you lay me down, down beneath the cold hard ground, you better put me 10 miles deep. Thank you very much.
Johnny Chops. Sun Radio. It's Texas Radio Live. We're coming to you from the Oak Garden at Guero's. People are rolling in. Sounding good, gentlemen. Good to have you back.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it going.
All right. Well, we prepared some songs just for that. Here's one from a record that David and I put together a few years ago. I remember playing him an iPhone demo of this one. He was over at the house listening to songs. He said, "What else you got?" And I said, "Well, I have this one." And I had this terrible iPhone demo of it. And he said, "Let's work on that one." And I really liked the way it came out. Made a little video for it. It's on my YouTube page. Go check it out if you would like to maybe have a laugh later. It's called 10 Cent Talkers. There's two kinds of weather down Texas way. The heat of the night and the heat of the day. Two kind of stories in every song. Either love goes right or love goes wrong. Winners and losers, paths and walkers, blind faith jumpers and 10 cent talkers. Angles, pitches, reasons, and lies out of your mouth like machine gun fire. When did the loudest voice in the room make more sense than the simple truth? They both go together like fire and water, gold room miners and 10-cent talkers. Knowing and doing ain't always the same. Idle hands are easy to keep clean. Doing gets them dirty, but in labor there is grace for every dozen slow and steady walkers. There's 1,000 fast as lightning 10-cent talkers. One man's quiet and one man's loud. One man's humble and one man's proud. I've been both, you know I can't lie. Well, I got my faults, but I still try. I'm gonna shut my mouth and just start walking. Someday quit my 10-cent talking. Knowing and doing ain't always the same. Idle hands are easy to keep clean. Doing gets them dirty, but in labor there is grace for every dozen slow and steady walkers. There's 1,000 fast as lightning 10-cent talkers. Talk! Gets them dirty, but in labor there is grace for every dozen slow and steady walkers. There's 1,000 fast as lightning 10-cent talkers. 10-cent talkers. 10-cent talkers. There's a reason you bring David Abeda to the gig. That's it right there.
Oh, shucks. This is fun.
It's so good to be out playing a show again.
It's good to be anywhere, but especially here.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you're listening on the radio, it's not raining. It's beautiful outside. Stop on by. There's plenty of room. They got cold drinks. They got food over at Guero's. All the good stuff. Come hang out with us. This next song I wrote a long time ago, and I've been singing it for a long time, so apparently it started working. When I wrote it, it was in the middle of a drought. So it's called Praying for Rain, and it does not apply to today. The rain and the thunder, give me the dark clouds too. 'Cause I don't need sunny weather, keeping my hands off of you. Oh, a little bit of lightning goes a long way in the bedroom. When that storm clouds are coming, I get a smile on my face. 'Cause when my baby heads for cover, she heads right for my place. She ain't afraid of the weather, she got a notion that just can't wait. I'm a praying for rain, don't get lonely till the sky starts crying. That's why I'm always praying for rain. Well, the sun's been beating me down for so damn long, and I got dust in my mouth and the heat has been doing me wrong. Lord, even just a sprinkle will bring my baby back where she belongs. Come on, baby. I ain't saying I'm in a drought, but Lord, it's been a long, long time since I wet my whistle. I'm about to lose my mind. If we don't get a little water, I think that I might go blind. You know what I mean? I'm a praying for rain. I'm a praying for rain. 'Cause my baby don't get lonely till the sky starts crying. That's why I'm always praying for rain. My hand, Mr. David Abeda. This morning my babe was in a hell of a mood. I heard that rain on her window, I knew that she was hearing it too. She was looking at me like a tiger goes looking for food. Oh, I'm a praying for rain. My baby don't get lonely till the sky starts crying. That's why I'm always praying for rain. Lord, my baby don't get lonely till the sky starts crying. That's why I'm always praying for rain. Yeah, I want.
Texas
so
Radio
much.
live from Guero's out in the Oak Garden on a lovely late spring evening. And we could get some rain a little bit later on this evening, but not right now, not for this next hour, which is good. Johnny Chops, our musical guest, John Richardson, and David Abeda, who a couple of years ago said, "You Reckless Kelly boys, you ride that bus.
Gone.
I've had enough. You could be in Montana right now."
Gone. Get. No, I love them. I stayed in touch with them through this whole time. And,
Oh, yeah.
You know, they finally had to take an extended break. They didn't know how to do that until this hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, nothing but love for those guys. And sure miss them, but I'm glad to get a chance to play with Johnny and a bunch of different people, you know.
Well, I
lot of fun.
had read that Johnny was at one of your notorious Christmas parties. He showed up on the right date. And
That's another story.
that's another whole story. But and Johnny, you just kind of said, "Hey, I'm thinking about making my own record," and that was that first album that you put out, getting close to 10 years ago, right?
It's been 6 or 7, something. Who's counting?
Yeah.
But I was always a fan of his playing and his production, and I just knew sometimes you kind of, when you meet somebody, you kind of click with them, and you go, "Oh, okay, yeah, like you like that thing too, and I like that thing too," and it just seemed like a good partnership. So we've been kind of producing some stuff together. Well, David mostly produces, and sometimes I throw weird stuff at him. he figures out how to make it sound good. But it's been a really fun partnership. We've done a full record, and we did some singles over the last couple years, and it's ongoing.
You remember how that conversation happened at the bar, and we were leaning against the bar, and Andy, Chops' wife, Mrs. Chops, Andy said, "Have you asked him yet?" You remember that?
Yeah, I was trying to pick my moment. You know,
He was picking his spot. Yeah.
I didn't want to come on too strong.
He wanted to get me liquored, but anyway, so that's where we hit it off, and it's been a great partnership, and we did a single that we'll play later too during the pandemic called "Hope Is Contagious Too," and
I played
so we
that
kept
this
it going.
morning on Sun Radio.
Oh, nice, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's the interesting thing now about living in the digital world. When you got a song that you feel good about, you just put it out there. People
Yeah.
can find it in many, many different ways.
Very few barriers these days
Yeah.
to that kind of thing.
And
world of singles.
like you said, almost 20 years now with Randy Rogers' band, and that band has taken some Johnny Chop songs and done very well with them too, haven't
Yeah, I got lucky on a few of those. I had a Texas music chart #1 with one of those tunes. And the guys are always nice to at least give me a shot when it comes to be time to record a record. Let me pitch some songs to them.
And you did one of your songs on Letterman or one of those shows, right?
We did actually, yeah. A song I wrote called "Wicked Ways." That was scary. It was very intimidating.
Does he really keep it as cold as they say in the
It's
studio?
freezing in there. It's
Yeah.
like 42 degrees or something.
Keeps the jokes fresh, I think is
Yeah.
what he said.
Yeah, for sure.
Johnny Chops, and in my extensive research, I found that there is at least another Johnny Chops, and I was trying to find out if there's any connection. But there's a guy who cuts hair in Cedar Park, calls himself Johnny Chops. Not you. I almost drove up there,
No,
which is a long way for me.
You don't want to let me anywhere near your head with a pair of scissors. It's probably a bad idea.
And so that's no relation, no connection.
No connection that I know of. No.
Yeah, you got yours because of your distinctive.
I used to wear distinctive lamb chop sideburns
Yeah.
for many, many years, and my wife said, "Why don't you try a beard?" She seems to like the beard, so
Well, good.
sticking with that for now.
Well, you don't want to be Johnny Beard. There's already probably
there's
three
too
of
many of
those.
those
There's
guys.
too many of those guys. Well, let's get another song here. We're live in the Oak Garden at Guero's, our weekly fundraiser for the Sun Radio Foundation. Johnny Chops with David Abeda live on Sun Radio.
This one's called "Taking a Chance," and it goes out to everybody out there listening and thinking about coming on down here. Let me begin with an apology, straight from the heart. The shape I was in when you found me was close enough to falling apart. I was ragged, I was torn for too long out in the cold, fighting for my survival. I had lost a good bit of my soul. I saw the light at the tunnel's end. I'll never be the same again. I want to thank you for taking a chance on me. Once you open that door to me, I know sometimes I ask too much, but drunk on love you can sure get addicted to such a loving touch. I didn't know how to live my life like tomorrow was my final day. I had to take my time, relax, learn to enjoy the taste. I saw the light at the tunnel's end. I'll never be the same again. I want to thank you for taking a chance on me. You didn't care where I'd been. You believed in who I could be. I was a beggar, a bum, an unfortunate son, just a stray dog on the streets. if you hadn't found me roaming. Though there is no doubt, I would not be there. I want to thank you for taking a chance on me. You didn't care where I'd been. You believed in who I could be. Thank you. I was a beggar, a bum, an unfortunate son, just a stray dog on the streets. I want to thank you for taking a chance. Thank you for taking a chance. Thank you for taking a chance on me. Sing it if you know it. Thank you. Oh, I want to thank you. I said thank you. Oh, thank you.
All right. Johnny Chops with David Abeda. Thank
Muchas
you,
gracias.
gentlemen. We're going to take a short little break right here. It's Texas Radio Live. Kevin Connor here. And want to welcome the newest member of our staff, Lauren. And Lauren is going to have the honor of taking around a Tecovas boot around the Oak Garden here. So the very first time she's done this, she's had extensive training, but still be kind, be generous. It all goes to the Sun Radio Foundation. We cannot do what we do without your support. So she's going to take that boot around. And by the way, Tecovas has 2 stores here in Austin. One is right across the street here on South Congress. And they are going to give another pair of boots away at the end of this month for people who make donations to our foundation, either here at Guero's or listening from home or watching on YouTube or Facebook. So please make a donation, and you'll be in the running for a beautiful pair of Tecovas boots. And we'll be right back with more music from Johnny Chops in just a moment here on Sun Radio.
Support for Sun Radio comes from Still Austin Whiskey, featuring The Musician. Still Austin's flagship spirit, a straight bourbon whiskey, crafted 100% grain to glass in Austin, Texas, and aged amid the swings of our wild hill country weather. Available at liquor stores, bars, and restaurants all over. Learn more at stillaustin.com.
Support for Sun Radio comes from ABC Home and Commercial Services. Scratching in the attic could be a sign of rodents. ABC offers comprehensive mice and rat solutions, specialists for your environment. To schedule inspections and consultations, go to abchomeandcommercial.com.
Support for the live music you hear on Sun Radio comes from Bud Light, a light-bodied lager uniting all Americans through the sound and spirit of music. More information about joining the Bud Light experience online at budlight.com.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from your solar-powered community bank, Frontier Bank, offering banking conveniences for a mobile lifestyle to keep our community safe, and the dedicated relationship of a Frontier banker. Info on Frontier's solar-powered branches can be found at frontierbankoftexas.com. Welcome to the Frontier.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from Tecovas, makers of handcrafted men's and women's cowboy boots, plus leather bags, apparel, and accessories that are all designed in Austin, Texas. Find yours at their store on South Congress Avenue or at the Domain North Side and at tecovas.com. Tecovas.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from solar-powered Austin Subaru, 8100 Burnett Road, now featuring the all-new 2021 symmetrical all-wheel drive Subaru Outback Premium, Limited, and Touring models. Austin Subaru will even bring a vehicle to you for a clean, safe test drive. MPG info and shop online with home delivery at austinsubaru.co.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from Austin Water. Austin Water is committed to providing safe, reliable, sustainable, and affordable water services to the community. Find conservation tips, tools, rebate programs, and more at austinwater.org.
Support for Texas music on Sun Radio comes from Fifth Generation Incorporated, makers of Tito's Handmade Vodka. Pot distilled and made from corn in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume and 80 proof, Tito's Handmade Vodka is crafted to be consumed responsibly. More online at titosvodka.com.
All right. All of those fine underwriters you just heard from help us bring you these live broadcasts every Wednesday here from Guero's in the Oak Garden. And Lauren is taking the boot around now and doing a fine job with it. So if you want to support the Sun Radio Foundation, just flag her down. And I want to welcome a new underwriter to our show, Still Austin Whiskey, just a little bit further south in South. I'm pointing again. I do that all the time. I point on the radio, which is somewhat pointless, but they're down that way. Still Austin Whiskey. We welcome them and ABC Home and Commercial Services, and Bud Light, and all the people that make it possible. But, boy, we wouldn't have a show if we didn't have fine musicians like Johnny Chops, John Richardson, David Abeda. You can see these guys on Facebook and YouTube, too.
We're on there.
Guys with beards, dark sunglasses, and guitar, and really nice guitars. Really nice guitar.
Collings guitar. Our friends at Collings have been super nice to me over the years and even stuck with me after I got off the road. So.
And they're over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, point that way.
Yeah.
That's pointless.
Stop in there and pick you up one.
Well, let's hear how they sound. What do you want to play next?
I'm going to do one from my very first record. It's called Coming Home Easy. I know your heart gets blue. Your head bowed down, staring at your shoes, your eyes and looking like they want to cry. And you're thinking, when I'm gonna go, I'm gonna head out quick without letting you know that I won't let a good thing die. Bright light cities ain't enough to keep me away. I need a little more than the glitter that they give away. 'Cause I'd rather hold you tight and spend another lonesome night. I ain't putting up a fight, I'm coming home easy. Well, it never bothered me before. I kept my suitcase by the door. Oh, well, yeah, the stories I could tell. Oh, but then you came along, and I started thinking twice about staying gone so long. You really rung my bell. Bright light cities ain't enough to keep me away. I need a little more than the glitter that they give away. 'Cause I'd rather hold you tight than spend another lonesome night. I ain't putting up a fight, I'm coming home easy. Well, 90 minutes or 90 days. Lately I can't seem to keep up straight. One is just a little longer wait. When I'm headed home, I won't be late. Hey! Bright light cities ain't enough to keep me away. I need a little more than the glitter that they give away. 'Cause I'd rather hold you tight than spend another lonesome night. I ain't putting up a fight, I'm a coming home easy. I'm a coming home easy. Well, let's do. I'm gonna do another one that's fairly new. This was gonna come out last year, but stuff happened. So I think it's gonna come out later this summer. Put this one together with Mr. Abeta. We tracked it over at his place, and it's called Travel On. And I think everybody is probably ready for a little bit of traveling by now. So if you are, this song's for you.
That was one of the last things we tracked at my place.
Yeah,
there was
right,
like a couple
right.
things after that, but that was about it when it shut down. Yeah,
Probably the best one we did too.
the best one.
Definitely. Listen to the waves, salty to the taste. Slow the rhythm of your mind and time it to the breaks. Let the siren song keep you sailing on. Leave the crowd of thoughts behind at home where they belong. If we get it wrong, we'll just travel on till we get somewhere that they don't care. We're living for today, walking past unseen, flying with our dreams. Keep on moving till the blue horizon's gone. Oh, travel on. Never mind the rules if we keep our cool. We could start a revolution if we wanted to. But that is not our game. All that has to change is the view the morning brings, the window when we wake. If we get it wrong, we'll just travel on till we get somewhere. They don't care. Living for today, walking past unseen, flying with our dreams. Keep on moving till the blue horizon's gone. Oh, travel on. If we get it wrong, we'll just travel on till we get somewhere that they don't care. They're living for today, walking past unseen, flying with our dreams. Keep on moving till the blue horizon's gone. Oh, travel on. Till the light of dawn. Oh, travel on.
Yeah. New song from Johnny Chops here in the Oak Garden at Guero's, Texas Radio Live. You ready to travel?
I'm ready, man.
Are you?
Got my microchip and everything. Ready to go.
I'm not.
I'm ready.
David's not.
I think I did all mine.
Yeah, David's a road dog. He's been doing it a little longer than me.
It's pretty much the same, though. Both these bands really hit it hard, you know.
Right.
But
the Reckless Kelly and the Randy Rogers Band, both traveling bands. And John, do you have to do a whole lot of coordination on that? You got to kind of know the Randy Rogers Band schedule before you start booking your own stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of a juggling act a little bit. I have to spend some time on the phone and some emailing. I got to stay on top of it, but it usually works out pretty good. Most of the guys have kids and stuff now, so when I see there's a birthday coming up or something like that, I could probably book a show there.
Yeah.
So we're pretty lucky to be in a good place where we can kind of.
Speaking of which, if you want to travel on to Arlington this Saturday night, Johnny Chops at Troy's.
Yes, sir.
In Arlington.
With the full band. It'll be our first full band show with the
Cool.
in a long time. So come on
that
up.
was a pro radio segue right there.
That was really nice. Yeah. That was a good move, Kevin.
Look at all this. Look at all this info.
How about a hand for our friend Kevin Connor? What a pro.
Aw, shucks. Let's get another song from Johnny Chops with David Abeda.
Here's one we did during the pandemic last year. We were just trying to shine a little bit of light in sort of a dark time. And David, this is actually, so we rehearsed this song yesterday, and it's the first time we ever actually played it together in the same room. Because I put some acoustic tracks down. I said, hey, man, see what you can put on top of this. And
yeah, he cut his own vocal at his place. I put everything together at my place. It was completely remote, like we were all doing. You know, I joke around that, you know, I always wanted remote things were nice because they just come to me. I'd do them on my own time, whatever. Well, you know, God, not that much, you know, now it's over a year of it. But it was really nice to be in the room with another musician yesterday and play, and we really, we almost had to be dragged out of there.
yeah, it was fun. You might have to drag us out of here tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one's called Hope is Contagious, too. I've been sitting writing letters, I've been making calls, reaching out to anyone that's outside of these walls, looking through old pictures from the good old days. Never knew how much they meant till they were gone away. Since we've all been trapped inside, hope somehow that we can find one silver lining, that shooting star. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, shining through the dark, buried in the middle, in between the doubts. One spark of inspiration's waiting to come out, and I know it isn't easy, but it's true. Hope is contagious too. So please read my message, take it to heart. Everything I said before, you can disregard. Pull back the curtain, let some sunshine in. Brighter days are coming, it's gonna be alright again. Since we've all been trapped inside, hope somehow that we can find one silver lining, that shooting star. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, shining through the dark, buried in the middle, in between the downs. One spark of inspiration's waiting to come out. And I know it isn't easy, but it's true. Hope is contagious too. One silver lining, that shooting star. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, shining through the dark. Buried in the middle, in between the doubt. One spark of inspiration's waiting to come out. And I know it isn't easy, but it's true. Hope is contagious too. Hope is contagious too. We're gonna make it through. As long as the sky is blue, I'll be there waiting for you. Hope is contagious too. Thank you so much. All right, we got time for a couple more, I think, huh? I wrote way too many songs on the set list, by the way. I thought we were going to do like speed metal or something. Let's see. Let's do When It Comes to You. Wrote this song for my wife because she is the most beautiful person that I know. Hits me like a freight train, like a feather in a hurricane. Don't know what I'm gonna do. In need of rehabilitation when it comes to you. Once I had my own reasons, I had it all figured out. But then you came along and turned me inside out. My love is always in season when it comes to you. Someone to hold when the nights get cold and lonely. Yes, it's true. I've been thinking of you every night and every day. If you ever doubt it, I'll stand up and shout it, baby, from my head to my boots. I'm a long shot repeater, 100,000 watt receiver. I'm a born again believer when it comes to you.
Johnny Chops with David Abeda on that sweet lead guitar there. And when it comes to you, good stuff.
Thank you.
JohnnyChops.com or JohnnyChopsMusic.com?
Music, JohnnyChopsMusic.com.
And you can check out all the tunes and all the info. And also, you have a new song. Unfortunately, we only have time for one more. And I know it's another kind of quiet one, but it's a great new song, Trouble with the Truth.
Yes, sir.
You want to play that?
It. Sure, why not? We
All
rehearsed
right.
it. We might as well.
So who has the trouble with the truth?
I think everybody does on some level.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a complicated relationship. I feel like that's kind of what that song's about.
People and the truth?
Yeah, you know, some of us, we have different interpretations of it, and it just seemed like a theme that was floating around over the last few years.
Our leaders and the truth?
Yeah, maybe, you know, you sure,
If I
always.
may be so bold. All on both sides, everybody, you know. Just
Absolutely.
I'm all for truthiness myself.
truth. Who could argue with it, you would think?
Right, you think so. It seems like such a simple thing. Seems like a simple thing, not always a simple thing.
That's right. Ready? Yep.
Never comes around when you want it, then it's gone too soon. When the story is simple and honest, tell it to an empty room. If your destination is lonely, go ahead and put it to use. Can't always fix what's broken. That's the trouble with the truth. It's right underneath the surface. It can cut you deep. It's worse when it's not on purpose and the laughs are cheap. Bury it under a mountain on the dark side of the moon. You can't always see it coming. That's the trouble with the truth. Alibis can satisfy today, but if you wait one way or another, they'll go up in smoke and flames. You might think that you want it every time. If your heart was holding a promise, love was a lie, you might reconsider. Would you still want proof? It's not always a happy ending. That's the trouble with the truth. That's the trouble with the truth.
right, that's a brand new one. Trouble with the Truth from Johnny Chops. John Richardson, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
David Abeda, thank you too.
Thank you so much for having us. This is great.
Thank you to Keith with Music Services Group for making it sound good here on our end, and our producer Ben Bethay. And a big thank you to one of the show's co-founders, longtime host and booker, David Arnsberger. We'll hope you're back in the Oak Garden with us soon, buddy. And thank you all for coming out this evening. Thank you so much. We can't do what we do. We can't have a show without a crowd, especially a nice, good-looking crowd. And a generous crowd, too. Thank you for helping the Sun Radio Foundation. And thank you to our underwriters. I think I named all of them, but really thanks to all of them. I'm Kevin Connor. I'll be back before I know it tomorrow morning, bright and early, or at least early, 6 o'clock on Sun Radio. The best music under the sun.